Evening, team. How we doing?
Good.
Good.
I just
Hey,
wanted
Ryan.
to thank you for the hard work and the effort. You guys are really putting in some hours and working hard, and it's noticed and appreciated, so thank you very much. And that reminds me, I wanted to talk about our income statement analytic. Do you guys got a couple minutes?
Sure, what's up?
Well, in looking at the marketing expenses, they kind of seem out of line. The marketing expenses are down about 5 and 13% respectively for the quarter and for the year, which really doesn't make any sense.
Is it because they didn't spend near as much on marketing expenses this year?
Rebecca, that's what the analytic would tell us, but not in line with our expectation.
Wait a second. You're right, Brian. Something doesn't add up. Cassadia announced new healthier menu options last January, introducing a line of low-calorie meals. It was one of the pillars of the new strategy they presented to the board. They made a point of saying that the company would be spending more on advertising and marketing for this new menu throughout 2016.
Bingo. That's exactly right. So, in knowing that information, what's the lesson here, team?
I guess it's really important as we're explaining variances and setting our expectations in our analytics that we're thinking about what else we know about the business as we explain the differences.
Exactly right. Britt, let's set something up with Margo. This just doesn't make any sense. With what they laid out to the board, along with what Cassadia has done on the TV ads, every third one is a Cassadia ad. So let's figure that out and set a meeting up to talk to her about it.
Will do.
All right. I'm getting out of here. Hopefully you guys are getting out of here soon. Thanks again for all the hard work, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Brian. It's after 8 o'clock. I think I'll just shoot Margo an email and ask about that marketing expense discrepancy. She'll get it in the morning. I'd rather not talk to her about this in person. She makes me nervous.
Britt, I wouldn't do that. I don't think that's a good idea. Why don't you send an email asking for a meeting for tomorrow morning to discuss it? I'll go with you.
Too late. I already hit send. Let's just see what she says in the morning and go from there.
Afternoon, guys. How we doing?
Hey, Brian.
Good.
I wanted to follow up on the meeting with Margo. How'd it go?
So I ended up just emailing her and hoping that she'd get back to me this morning.
Okay.
And I just got a response from her.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and read it to you. Britt, I'm a little confused by your question. Not sure what reports you're looking at, but my reports show that we booked $120 million in marketing expenses this year. This is $30 million over last year, which was expected because of the marketing campaign for our new healthier menu options. Let me know if you have any other questions. Margo.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, at least she has the same expectation we have, but it must mean our numbers are wrong.
Have we checked any of our reports, done any data checks on the reports?
Yeah, we tied the balances in our reports to the general ledger, to the trial balances, and to the press releases.
Well, something's off. Tom, go rerun the reports. Another thought is, Rebecca, check with Tony, see if there's been any late adjustments. There's got to be something wrong. Margo's email is in line with our expectations, so at least we're thinking the right thoughts. Let's have some urgency around this issue. We really need to solve this before the earnings release call on Thursday, all right? Hey guys, just got back from the partner's office. Told them we were looking into the marketing expense thing. Did we rerun the reports? Did we have the wrong information?
We got the same information. I think our reports are right.
Jeez, okay. Any late adjustments?
Nothing according to Tony.
All right. Britt, can you give Margo a call and see if she's around for a quick meeting? I'd like to get this issue solved as quickly as possible, all right?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give her a call right now.
Thanks, Britt. I'll be back later, guys. I got another meeting.
All right.
This is Margo.
Hi, Margo. It's Britt from your external audit team. Do you have a few minutes to talk us through your email?
Yeah, I have a few minutes. What do you need?
So we agree with you that the marketing expenses should show an increase over last year, but the numbers in the general ledger are still showing a reduction in that account.
No, that doesn't make any sense. My budget and planning report shows the increase. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't have time to meet today or tomorrow, My kid has a soccer game tonight, and I have to leave at 5. And tomorrow I'm in meetings prepping the senior management team for the earnings call on Thursday. I know the amount's not material, but I'd still like to clear up that 30 million. So, tell you what, let's try and chat on Thursday afternoon after the earnings call, all right?
All right. Thanks, Margo.
Have a good night.
All right, I'll go with you on Thursday afternoon. Brian's not going to be happy that we're not getting this resolved before the Thursday earnings call, but at least we know the number's not material.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. I'm getting out of here. Hopefully you guys are getting out of here soon. Thanks again for all the hard work, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Brian. It's after 8 o'clock. I think I'll just shoot Margo an email and ask about that marketing expense discrepancy. She'll get it in the morning. I'd rather not talk to her about this in person. She makes me nervous.
Britt, I wouldn't do that. I don't think that's a good idea. Why don't you send an email asking for a meeting for tomorrow morning to discuss it? I'll go with you.
All right, good idea. But I know you have a manager's meeting with Brian tomorrow, so I'll just go by myself. It'll be good practice.
Great idea. You'll do awesome. Just remember to bring these papers with you so you have everything you need when you meet with her.
Will do. Thanks.
Oh, hey, Brittany, come on in.
Hi, Margo. Sorry to bother you so early in the morning.
It's okay.
I just wanted to show you something that raised some questions when we were doing our analytical review of the income statement. Do you have a few minutes?
Yeah, sure. I have about 15 minutes before I have to go to a meeting.
Perfect. So the analysis shows that the marketing expenses are down for the year roughly 13%. That doesn't make any sense to us just based on what we know from the board presentation last year, that you're going to increase marketing by 25% or roughly 30 million.
That's right, yeah.
By the way, I saw your new TV commercial during Sunday's game. Really nice.
Yeah, they are pretty clever, aren't they? Well, I know our marketing went up, so what are you looking at?
Here.
Okay, this looks like the general ledger. It was run Friday. Let me find the marketing. No, this doesn't make any sense. I know we had like a huge invoice come in November. What have I been looking at? Oh. And we're in budget mode. I was looking at anticipated spend, not actual. Let me see if I can find that invoice and see what happened.
Okay. Or at least we're on the same page now.
Yeah, so I have read-only access, so let me see if I can find the invoice here it is for the TV ads. $2 million, looks like it got coded to payroll and benefits? That's odd and annoying. All right, let me do this. I will have my team look and figure out what happened here and why these marketing expenses are not showing up in marketing. Why don't you and Brian come by this afternoon? Come by at like at 4:30. I have to run out of here at 5 because I have to go to my kid's soccer game. But hopefully I'll have an answer for you by then and we can figure out what's going on.
Okay, sounds like a plan. See you at 4:30 then.
Yeah, thanks for finding this.
No problem. Thanks, Margo.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks for coming in, guys. And Britt, thank you so much for pointing out this error on the marketing expenses. I didn't see it, and you're right. Having looked at the minutes from the January board meeting, you were able to figure out that we should have had an increase in expenses.
Thanks, Margo.
Okay, so since this morning, I had my team go through all the invoices and marketing expenses and try and figure out where the error was, and I think we've isolated it. We had an AP clerk who started in April. And it seems that all of the things that were misclassified had been coded by her. So our guys went back and looked at everything that she had coded, all the journal entries, all the invoices. And I'm pretty confident now that we have identified all the errors, the things have been reclassified into the right account. So you may need to rerun your reports. But I've put all the information here in a memo so that you can see what it is we did in the process we went through.
Perfect, thank you. It looks good. Obviously, we're going to have to go through it and evaluate and ensure the completeness and accuracy of the information and procedures you did to get to the final conclusions. But I did have a question for you that I wanted to ask.
And I think I know the answer.
Okay.
Is it about the controls?
It is. It is about
Okay.
internal controls.
So tomorrow my team is going to start looking at the controls. We're going to try and figure out whether it's the design of the control or just the way it was operationalized. This AP clerk was trained on all of our processes, but obviously she made an error, and we have to need to figure out how we can catch those errors in the future. So
Perfect.
we'll write up a memo and get that to you hopefully by Friday.
Thank you. That's exactly where I was headed.
Okay.
Obviously, any error leads to some type of control issue, so thank you.
All right, so thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for catching this. I'm so grateful that we'll get this all done before the earnings call. I do have to run because I'm going to my kids' soccer game, but again, thanks. I appreciate all your hard work.
No problem. Thanks, Margo. Hey guys, we got some good news. So they identified a $20 million error because the AP clerk was coding a journal entry into the wrong financial statement line item. So it was rolling up incorrectly. There's an important lesson here, guys. Anyone know what it is?
Sometimes it's better to ask questions face to face rather than by email.
Correct. There was an urgency around the issue, and the personal touch and interaction put out by Britt helped the team solve the problem. Okay, next steps. Tom, rerun the reports, make sure we get the right financial information in there for this one. Britt, update the audit analytic, make sure that we document the error, make sure we understand what happened and why. And then Dennis and Rebecca, Margo gave us this memo which outlines the investigation they performed and the steps and procedures they did. We need to make sure that they have a complete and accurate picture of the error and have captured that appropriately. So take a look at that and see how it plays out.
Did they give any thought to the internal control impact of this?
Not within that memo. She said Friday we should get something that would look into that or explain what their thought pattern is on that. All right, guys, appreciate it. We tackled this pretty well, and thanks for all the hard work.